So we just shared the questions that Democrats want to trap Republicans with this upcoming election. Now, here are the questions the Republican Senatorial Campaign Committee has come up with to trap the Democrats. How about we answer these too? Do you believe, by the way, this is the lovely Virginia, she's produced all of this and helped make these lovely magnets. Do you believe that the $787 billion stimulus bill worked? Well, if you're Joe Klein from Time Magazine, I think the answer is yes. But for the other 299,999,998 Americans, because I bet the president says that it works, I'd say the answer to this one is no, I don't. Would you support a second so-called stimulus bill? Well, yes, when counterfeiting becomes legal and CPA monkeys fly out of my butt. So I'd have to put that one on a no. Do you believe the unspent stimulus money should be returned to the taxpayers? Trick question. The answer here should be no, because the money didn't come from the taxpayers. It came from China. And as a gesture of good faith, I say we give it back to them. Thank you, China. We've come to our... no, it should not be. It should go to China. Are you willing to hold open discussions to reach an agreement on bipartisan health care reform? Well, this one's tricky too, because that depends on what you mean by health care reform. I mean, if it means demonizing insurance and pharmaceutical companies while making special deals with them behind closed doors, and then the government taking an increased role in health care, no. But if it means you're going to fix the problems that we currently have in the system, like, pre-existing conditions, hammering out significant tort reform, and then working out reasonable free market ways, like, I don't know, being able to buy insurance across state lines to insure more Americans? Yes. Would you support a standalone bill to strengthen Medicare by cutting $500 billion? Yes. Do you support the $500 billion in new taxes contained in the Democratic health care bill? Please. Please, really? Does the uncertainty principle of quantum mechanics state that both the position and the momentum cannot simultaneously be measured with the full precision at the same time? I have no idea. I don't even know what I just said. But at least that would be a question that should make you go, this one? No. No more taxes. No thought necessary there. Do you believe raising taxes during a recession is the right thing to do? Only if you mean by right thing, you mean like the worst thing possible, I mean, I think they're really trying hard to revisit the Great Depression. Do you support increasing the nation's debt limit by another $2 trillion? Who is going to say yes to this question? But guess what? The boneheads in office. They're already doing it. It's inconceivable, isn't it? Do you support the cap-and-trade legislation? Again, for anyone to support this discredited, ridiculous hoax at this point is inconceivable.
Inconceivable! You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Did the Obama administration do the right thing by giving the Christmas Day bomber a lawyer and the right to remain silent before our intelligence professionals had the opportunity to question to him about other potential facts? Sure. Can you imagine the fear and the panic that swept through Osama's cave when they realized that if captured, they'll actually be put into a room with some slimy ACLU attorney? My gosh, I thought we stopped torturing these poor waifs. I don't think so. Should terrorists be afforded the same rights as American citizens? No. They should get more rights. Yeah. I mean, look at the horrible circumstances that they grew up in. Nobody understands them. These are reasonable questions, simple, straightforward, meaningful to the nation's safety and economic well-being. I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. I think we can agree that all politicians should be asked not only these questions, but many, many more before we say, I don't know, he drives a truck, maybe he could be the next president. If you really want questions that every politician should have to answer, I want you to go to foxnews.com/Glenn Beck and click on our In or Out 2010. There you're going to find 5 simple questions that every member of Congress should have to answer regardless of political party. Just the answers. Yes or no? I don't want an explanation. Yes or no, period. Be right back. America, I have to tell you, I don't know if you've noticed a difference in the show this year, but I feel different. We were talking about it in the office before I came here. I feel, I feel different. I don't feel. Last year, I tried to figure things out. What the heck is going on in our country? This year, I just know with everything in me, if we just remember who we are, we remember the words of our founding fathers, we remember real history, we correct the progressive distortions, everything's going to be fine. You're not going to have to worry about anything. You really won't. We got tough times ahead of us, but we'll make it. I also feel different because, I mean, some of that heaviness is off of me now. And I'm ready to just have some fun. We've got several things that we're doing this year, but one of them we're doing again this weekend. It's the Bold Fresh Tour. Bill O'Reilly has, for some reason, been so gracious to me, and he's kind of like an older brother. And Bill, a much, much older brother. But we've been going out on these tours. We started it Saturday, and we're going out again Friday and Saturday. We're doing 4 different shows, and they're sold out. But you can see them on Saturday night. It is the Bold Fresh Tour in movie theaters. I want to give you a little sneak peek here.
Get ready, bold, fresh.
Bill just said to me right before I walked on stage, just always remember one thing. This will be the only time you ever start a show at 8 p.m.
You got hired at Fox News.
Yes.
And exploded. You actually take the heat off me. Beck comes on and I go, we hate him more.
What is my body telling you right now?
Beck's body is telling me Pilates.
He is, you know, I haven't worked here very long. It's only been a year, and, you know, I mean, Bill O'Reilly, I've watched him for years. He scares the living daylights out of me. And I mean, I didn't realize he was, I mean, he is hysterically funny. Really, really funny. I mean, at least no pressure, Bill. No pressure. At least he was last Saturday night. You can find out the Bold Fresh Tour is sold out live in the theaters with us, but you can watch it live in movie theaters nationwide this Saturday night. Yep, it's unscripted, and here we go. FathomEvents.com. You can get those tickets there. Check it out, or at glenbeck.com. We'll be right back. All right, coming up in a few hours, the State of the Union address, and we'll watch it so you don't have to. I mean, oof. Let's watch it, you know, watch it like a drinking game or something. Oh, the days when I could drink. And tomorrow, I mean, we're going to have all the kind of, you know, analysis afterwards, et cetera, but then tomorrow, I'm going to give you my State of the Union, and Bill O'Reilly's going to say, that was my idea, and he'd absolutely be telling you the truth, and I'm stealing it from him. On tomorrow's program, I'm going to talk a little bit about the State of the Union, what the president should have said, and I'm also going to talk about banking reform, because he's going to concentrate on that. I'm going to show you the circle of influence on the banking reform and who these people are. And you tell me, does this seem right to you? Don't miss it tomorrow. From New York, good night, America.